described as the toughest job in the world. But what happens when you put your career dreams on hold to focus on family and then return to excel beyond expectations? Today, we uncover that incredible story on Mighty Moms. Welcome to the show that celebrates extraordinary mothers who are redefining success in every way possible. We are reaching you live from the Achievement Channel studio at the School of Eloquence here in Ikoyi, Lagos. I'm your host, Sarah Roberts, and today we have a truly inspiring guest. She's a mother who has navigated the complexities of raising her family, only to return to her career with unparalleled determination and success. Our guest today is nothing short of remarkable. Although she was called to the bar nearly 2 decades ago, she didn't begin her commercial law practice until 3 years ago, dedicating much of her early years to raising her children who are now in their late teens. Since then, she has flourished as the lead partner at Zlato Alliance Solicitors, providing strategic legal counsel across multiple sectors, including serving as a board secretary in the oil and gas industry. But her achievements don't stop there. She's also a thriving entrepreneur in the real estate sector and a mentor to many, proving that it's never too late to pursue your dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, join me after the break as we welcome inspiring Winifred Eyewuoma to Mighty Moms. Ete, welcome to the show. We are so happy to have you on the show today.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. Ete, your story is deeply inspiring. You were called to the bar almost 20 years ago, almost 2 decades, and you didn't go into commercial law practice until about 3 years ago. What was it like to take that long break in order to focus on your family? And how has that journey been able to influence or shape the professional that you are today?
Oh, thank you very much for that question. I wouldn't say I took a long break because after my call to bar, I actually practiced for a few years.
Okay.
Yes, that was in Port Harcourt, and then I left and I did HR for a bit. So it's not been a journey of total absence. However, at some point, I needed to take a break from work and active practice to focus more on my family because I knew I had to recalibrate my priorities as it were then, So I took the break and came back. It was a difficult one for me. I wouldn't say it was easy. It was difficult, but then I knew that I had to do, and I had to do that for my home front. And going back, motherhood totally taught me new things, that I couldn't have learned in school.
While you were waiting?
Yes, while I was, having all that wait. It taught me, among other things, patience, for example, patience and empathy, So I'm nurturing, when
opportunity to bond with the children.
Yes, to bond with the children. I had the opportunity, so I had that. So bringing that back into my career, it was easy for me to, lead along that line because I could lead with empathy, I could listen a lot, and, that's further enhanced my relationship with both, people who work with me and my clients. So I would say, in a nutshell, it was a win-win because, fine, I gave up time, but I also regained certain things along the line, especially bonding with my children.
Bonding with the children.
I mean, my children are adults today, and wherever they are in the world, I can tell you that I know, because they call me almost every day, if not every day, whatever they're doing, I'm involved. So for me, that's a win.
That's great to hear.
Yes.
That's great to hear. Win-win.
Yes.
Now, when you decided to go back to practice, you hit the ground running. You are the lead partner of Zlato Alliance Solicitors.
Zlato.
Zlato. How do you pronounce it? Zlato.
The L is silent.
Okay, the L is silent.
Yes.
Okay, Zlato Alliance Solicitors. What motivated you to take that great leap after such a long break or short break, if we may say that? And what were the salient or key challenges that you face transitioning from, where you were to workforce after that break? Because our mothers need to know,
Yes.
what you face when you decide to move from a pause to an active entrepreneurial activity.
Yes. That was not very. It wasn't a very easy journey for me, I could tell you, because when I wanted to start up, I sat down one day and I thought to myself, what legacy do I want to leave for my children? I have 3 girls. Come on.
Just like me.
Fantastic.
I have 3 girls, no boy.
Oh, really? I have a boy. He's my last child.
Really?
Is with me at the moment because the girls are all in school. So I said, what legacy do I want to leave for my children? Do I just want them to feel like it's okay to just stay at home? And I do a lot of things. I'm very busy. I like,
imagine.
yes, I like to do business. I sell stuff, but that wasn't enough. I had a passion burning in me, and I needed to pursue that passion. I needed to show them that, you can do whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter the time. It doesn't matter whether you decide to give priority to your home front or not. You can still be whoever you want to be.
Great.
So at that point when I decided to start, and I was faced with a lot of self-doubt. I will tell you that. Yes. I didn't believe I could do it because when I look at my mates, come on, some of my mates are SAN today, and how am I going to do it? How will I be able to address a court? I've been away for so long, because even when I left the practice, I went into HR, and coming back now, that was just like 5 years ago. How will I do it? But I didn't allow that to stop me because my desire for, my passion, did not allow that to drown me. Even though it was in my head, I kept on forging on, and then I had to learn to lean on people. I got a mentor and then support system. Yes. I knew I needed a good support system. I got a mentor. I went back to my, class of 2000. I started contacting my colleagues and my friends, and they were so helpful, and then again, I took decisive steps into learning. When I told my husband, I said, I want to go back to work. He thought I was joking because I'm very playful. I want to go work. I'm tired of doing this. I want to go. He said, can you do it? I said, for the fact that you have said I cannot do it, I need to do it.
You must do it.
So first of all, I took a course. It was a business etiquette course. I said, because I don't know how to behave in the work front anymore. Let me go and do that. I didn't even tell him. I just went and registered myself, and I took that course. When I did it, I put that one in the bag. Then I did a master's degree in Unilag. When I was going to, a friend of mine told me that I couldn't do it. I said, what do you mean I cannot do it? I went ahead and I registered. I did the examination. I was called for the program and I did it. Though COVID came and I didn't get my certificate until last year. By the way, but I did. Yes, but we graduated.
Yeah.
We couldn't have our convocation, so I did all of that, and then I started my own. I went to this my husband's colleague that's that works for them, or their legal counsel. I went to speak to him that see what I want to do and all of that. He told me that that if I want to go on my own, that it will be difficult. I said, what is difficult? I said, no. They said I should go and work with somebody. I said, I've done it before. I don't want to do it again. I believe I can do it. I went to school, come on, I trained for it. I passed through law school. If you can pass through the rigors of law school, you can do anything.
I tell you.
So when I left him, I just told I told my my husband, I said, you know what, I'm never going to speak to this man again. Yeah, I'm not, because he's just going to put me down and make me believe that something's wrong with me. So I went ahead, I got an office space, and though I had disappointments along the way, but I didn't allow them to stop me. If I face one disappointment, I look for somebody else. I move on, I ask somebody, please, how do we do this thing? Like, I'm never ashamed to ask questions. So that was something that kept me going, because when I hit, a wall, I just, I ask. I ask for direction. How do I do this? How do I do that? What are the books I need? I got my office set up.
Oh, wow.
And I started. When I started, I decided to also, do my professional exams with the ICSAN, the Institute of Chartered Secretaries, and all of that. I did all of that. So for me, all those things helped me to come back.
Your plates are really, really full.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Really full.
Thank you very much.
I'm so impressed. Okay. Beyond your legal expertise, you have also built a thriving business in real estate. Now, what inspired you to go into that field? And how have you been able, so far, how have you been able to balance the huge demands of entrepreneurship and the responsibilities of motherhood? Because your plates are so full.
Yes. I can't tell you that it's easy. One thing that I have going for me is I try to delegate effectively. I do not believe I can do it all on my own. And real estate for me is something I saw growing up with my mom. Then she was a builder, she was a contractor, she built for people. So that's got me interested in it. So when the need came, when the time came, that's
where you got your inspiration.
That was where I got my inspiration from. So, and apart from that, real estate is another way of creating wealth.
Oh, yes.
Generational wealth. I mean, real estate is something you can transfer from one generation to the other. So for me, that is enough motivation. And the fact that you can, you can create things and, for people, not just for yourself and for others, is what's really inspired me to go into real estate. So I started gradually and I got into it. Though it was not easy, I won't tell you it's easy. Even right now.
Nothing is easy.
No, it's not easy. But I find time to do all the things that I have to do. And I entrust people and I build them up. If you come and work with me today, you have to go through training. No matter what you're doing, you have to be trained. I don't even mind if 3 months down the line you're leaving me, because you have to do what is expected of you and how you're expected to do it, because I am somebody that's into constant training. My personal growth is, in my garden.
Self-development.
Yes, is in a place I call a garden where I keep all the things important to me. I constantly learn. In fact, that was the reason why I even came here. I wanted to, develop myself to get better. I always strive to get better. So that has really helped me in, managing my business and my home front as well.
This is so encouraging. As an associate member of ICSAN, you have demonstrated a strong commitment to corporate governance. Now, how have those principles help you? How have they helped you to make decisions about your career, and how has it helped you to instill certain values on your children as well?
Okay. For me, corporate governance is all about accountability,
Yeah.
integrity, and a structured decision-making process.
Okay.
So when you go through that training, you will know that you will know that this is the way to do certain things, and because of those values, I hold them very dear to me. So I've been able to transfer them to my children. Number one on my place is integrity. I don't take it lightly with my kids when I find them lying. No, children will lie every now and then. I don't, and over the years, they've been able to hold that, aspect of integrity very dear. And accountability, because I will hold you responsible. Yes, I will check. If I ask you to do something, I don't just go to sleep. I will check, so they know, and they do it, and that's for me as it's a very profound, takeaway from that aspect of my learning at that point in time, because I can also transfer that to my work, my career, and all of that. So it makes me, delegate effectively. It to let people know that, they can be accountable. They can be held accountable for, what they are doing, and. Yeah, so...
And there are consequences too.
Yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. There's no gainsaying.
Okay. We will go on a short break. We'll be back shortly. Do stay tuned. Motherhood is a transformative journey that shapes our children and us. It's filled with joy, challenges, and profound growth. Today, we honor the unsung heroes, our mothers, whose love and dedication lay the foundation for our achievements. Motherhood teaches resilience, the strength to wake up each day with purpose, despite sleepless nights. This resilience empowers us to overcome obstacles and reach our goals. It fosters creativity and problem solving. From soothing a crying baby to managing a household, mothers develop invaluable skills that drive success in ever-changing environments. Today, we celebrate every mother who has doubted herself yet continues to push forward. Your love, sacrifices, and commitment are the true markers of success. You are the heartbeat of your family, and your influence reaches far beyond your home. Today, to all the mothers watching, remember this: your journey, filled with love and perseverance, is the foundation of all-round achievement. You are raising the next generation of dreamers, leaders, and innovators. Your role is powerful. Welcome back to Mighty Moms on Achievement Channel. Ete, having raised your children through the formative years and watching them now grow into adulthood, what are some of the key lessons or values that you have taught them about life, resilience, commitment, and even pursuit of their goals or dreams?
Okay, like for me and my family now, I have taught my children, first of all, accountability first, and then resilience. Failure is not the end of the world. You will fail, but your ability to come back again.
You can fall and rise.
Yes, to come back again, to try again, is what resilience is what, makes you stronger. Because like the saying goes, whatever doesn't kill you, whatever doesn't, how they say it, anything that does not kill you makes you stronger.
Makes you stronger.
Yes. So when you fail, you have to get up again. I remember a few years ago when my first daughter was in year 5 in primary school. It's going to be really quick. They had a bicycle race before they went for the race at school. And she told this, "Mommy, I'm scared. There's going to be a lot of people." I said, "Don't worry. You go fall. If you fall, get up and continue." And when she came back, she was happy. She said, "Mommy, I came second." She was so happy, and I was looking at her. She said, "But Mommy, do you know what? I fell down, but I got up. I remembered you telling me to get up. I got up, Mommy, and I did it faster. And and I finished. Not only did I finish, Mommy, I was number 2 in the whole of year 5. She was so happy. For me, that's stuck in my head. And I know that she took what I was telling her, to heart.
To heart.
And I know it's going to stay with her because I've watched her. She's 19 and she's going to be 20 this year. So, and I've seen the way, she has been carrying herself and the way she has done things. So that would be resilience and accountability, you have to. And then work ethics, you have to maintain, a standard in whatever you are doing, And then also, I have also taught them to dream big. Yes, you have to keep your
dream. Even if it comes small.
Yes.
But make it
you have to
bigger.
start small, but you have to dream big. You have to have a vision. Because without the vision of where you want to be, you would not know how to carefully, tailor a process or, follow a process of getting there. You have to dream about what you want to keep your passion alive. What is that thing that excites you? I've been able to instill that in them. And then I've also been able to, instill problem solving and skills in them. If they come to me, for instance, to tell me that they have an issue, I ask them 2 questions. 1, do you want the listening mom or the advising mom? And then if they say, "Mommy, I want the listening mom," accountability, yes, I listen and I say, "Oh, I'm sorry that happened," and I don't say anything. I could probably find a way to come back to it later, but I don't say anything. And if you want the advising mom, I don't just advise. We talk. I ask you, "Okay, why did this happen? Do you know why it happened like this? What did you do right?" So that way, they are analyzing and thinking. Yes. So,
to their minds.
Yes, so that has also helped them in their independence. So these are some of the values that I have, by God's grace, been able to instill in my children. And I'm happy to see it work for them today.
Ete, after having listening to you for the past moment, if you could go back in time, what advice would you like to give to your younger self as she balance motherhood and an aspiring professional?
Okay.
Are there certain things that you would have loved to do differently, or you're just happy for the decisions you made?
I am happy for the decisions I've made, but then again, I would tell my younger self, I'll tell my younger self to believe in herself. Believe in the process. Celebrate small wins, because sometimes everything doesn't happen all at once.
Oh yes.
They come in piecemeal, and you're like, "Oh, I didn't do it well. I should have done it better." Then you start beating yourself.
Challenges make you stronger.
It makes you stronger, yes. So when you have challenges, I will tell her to be encouraged, by, the little wins. Like I said, celebrating little wins, and also prioritize self-care.
I'm going to ask you that, so don't touch it.
Okay, I shouldn't touch it.
Don't touch it.
Yes, okay. No, because motherhood, let me speak to it a little bit. Motherhood tends to suck you in.
Oh yes.
Yes, especially as a new mother. You're going to lose yourself.
It saps you.
You're going to lose yourself. At some point, my sister came to visit me and she was like, "What's going on with you here?" I used to use my hand to weave my hair by myself. I wouldn't go to the salon, right? I didn't know any better. It was all about the children, what's going on with this. I was just sucked in. But if I had to go back in time, I would tell her to take care of herself. I wouldn't allow my children to do that. I would tell them to, you have to, in the midst of all that, in the midst of all the noise, you have to find a place to be who you are,
to be
present
who you are.
in yourself. Yes,
be relevant.
Yes, be relevant. Yes, in your space. So that's some of the things I will go back and tell my younger self.
In continuation with what we just discussed, to all the mothers who have just made up their minds that it is too late for them to restart or to pursue their dreams, do you have anything to tell them? Or are there practical tips apart from what we have heard from you that you can tell them to reignite that passion and maybe they can still achieve success?
Well, for me, I would say to moms out there, thankfully, I am a mom as well, but it's never too late. It's never too late. Like I'm almost 50 now, and I only just started my law practice about 5 years ago. It is never too late. I mean, Kentucky Fried Chicken, the history has told us that he didn't start
68 or something.
63.
63.
He didn't start making money until he was in his 60s. So for me, it's never too late. It's never too late for you to, follow your passion. That thing that ignites you. You have to find it because it gets lost at some point. But you've got to find it. Yes, you've got to find it and, go back. It might be difficult. You might face a lot of self-doubt, but find a way to do it. Get a support system, a good support system, get mentors, get education, get courses, whatever you have to do. I mean, there are free courses online if you cannot afford it. So, because a lot of people cannot afford it. Their husbands will probably not, want to help.
Them.
Yes, but, there are a lot of free stuff. You can even learn on YouTube. A lot of things that I do today are things that I taught myself because I noticed that I had to unlearn a lot of things to relearn,
relearn.
Yes, because the tide has passed me a lot before, so I mean, you just pick yourself together and keep your passion alive. That's what I'll tell them. It's never too late.
This in particular resonates with me because I had to take a break over 20-something years to raise my children. So I decided to do something quite different from what I really wanted to do. And when I saw them getting married, going to university, I decided to go back to do those things that I am passionate about. So it's never too late.
Yes.
I thank you so much for being so real. Now, finally, Ete, looking at you, listening to you, viewers have been listening to you. Of course, they know that you are not a stay-at-home mom. You are a multitasker. You are multifaceted. How, in the midst of your busyness, how do you prioritize self-care? What do you do to, to maintain that peace for yourself?
That's a really interesting question. Yes, for me, self-care is not an option. It's mandatory.
Mandatory. Thank you.
Yes, it is. It is. I have to find time to do those things that arranges my head. Like I always say in my house, I say, I need to arrange his head right now. That if like for me, if it's my cup of coffee in the morning, I have to take it. You cannot stop
to keep you
awake. When I wake up in the morning, gratitude, journaling, I write. The first thing I do in the morning, before I talk to anybody, is to say, thank you, God, in my language. As I'm waking up, as I'm rolling out of bed, gratitude, I embrace it. So even when challenges come, I just start writing out things that I'm grateful about. You will be amazed that you can write 100 things that you are grateful for, that you take for granted. Little things, things as little as even breathing. and seeing. People wake up, some of them wake up blind.
Yeah.
That you can see. So those are the things. So I'm big on gratitude. Even when somebody does something for me, oh, I will thank you and dance, it's part of me. And then also, I take time out for myself. Yes. I take time out. I have me times a lot. Even vacations. Apart from family vacations, I have my own personal vacation.
Great.
Yes, I have to do that. Yes, I have to leave my work and leave everybody at some point and not even feel the need to talk to them.
No guilt.
No. I don't feel the need to talk to anybody and rejuvenate. I just want to go and settle down with a book somewhere and read and just relax so that I can come back whole and be with you. That's what I tell them. So that, my head is not jamming.
You will still need me, so I have to go and
Oh, yes. So
take a retreat,
yes,
rejuvenate and return.
Yeah, exactly. So those are some of the things that I do to ensure that, I keep myself together. I'm working too. If I have to, I work morning and evening. You come and visit me in the evening and it's my working time. It's either you're coming with me or you're waiting because I will go. Yes, so those are the things, some of the things that, I do to ensure that, my mind is in one place.
Ete, I wish we could just continue on and on and on, but this is where we call it a wrap. I just want to thank you
so
for
much.
stopping by the studio.
Thank you.
Your inspiring story has proved to us that it is never too late for a mother to restart.
Yeah.
And also, you have also made us to understand that motherhood is not a limitation, but it is a motivation and inspiration for us to rise up from where we have, found ourselves.
It is a school.
It is a school transition. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
I'll come over and over again.
Yeah, we would love to have you again on the studio. Thank you.
Eloquence focuses attention on the message and the audience.
I found it very interesting, exciting, educative.
It was very beneficial.
Definitely would learn a lot, a whole lot.
Thank you. The delivery was second to none.
Speak with power.
Speak with power.
Speak with power.
Did you know that 70% of women who take career breaks for family reasons often return stronger and more focused, with a clearer sense of purpose? Winifred Ete Eyewuoma is a shining example of how stepping back doesn't mean stepping out for good. Stay tuned to Mighty Moms for more inspiring stories of women who redefine what success looks like. And to viewers out there, I hope you have been inspired by Ete's story. Remember, no matter where you are on your journey, it's never too late to dream big and achieve bigger. Join us next time for another episode of Mighty Moms, only on the Achievement Channel, where we celebrate the mothers who are changing the world, one story at a time. Thank you for watching. I remain Sarah Roberts.